You love them deeply, but sometimes they say things that hurts the most. Have you ever experienced this? It's always the ones that you love the most. The most. Guys, how do you stop being triggered by the people that you love? Dear Milan, welcome back to Healing the Inner Child with Mami Nkalai. Without wasting any time, let's unpack. How do you stop being triggered by the people that you love the most? This one is very tough because batware hetang aholo are those that we love the most. That's what I've come to realize. The moment you feel hurt by the next person, and in most cases you realize that it's somebody that you consider to be very valuable in your life. Where do we draw the line, guys? How do we fix this? The first step is understanding your triggers. It's very important for each one of us to understand our triggers, because I believe we all have triggers. I do have, and they're not comfortable. Sometimes you try to shy away from, triggers. We don't have, no, it's whatever, I don't care. Where else deep down we're hurting. Triggers are old wounds. For an example, let's say I've been cheated on and then later on I get into a new relationship. And then this new partner better something. My old wound or my old wound. Then next thing I'm triggered. I'm in my head a lot. I start to mistrust my current partner. That's what triggers are. And honestly, triggers are our own responsibility, guys. I'm not saying people are not responsible for their words. They are. But how we interpret and how we respond to those triggers is up to us. So that is very important. So guys, if you've made it to this far, please don't forget to like, share, turn on the notification, and comment your experiences with triggers. What do you understand about triggers? How do you handle them? What has been the biggest challenge about your triggers so far in your life? Please comment on the comment section down below. Point number 2 is trying to separate the past from the present. Like I said, triggers come from old wounds. So it's very important for all of us to separate what happened back in the days to our current reality. I'm not saying you should avoid and act as if you were never hurt, but I'm saying you should give yourself an opportunity, another chance to live fully, so to trust people. People are not the same. I know people can disappoint at times. I know that people can be a lot, but it's very important for each one of us to approach life got a clear heart, a clear conscience. Give people grace. Give people an opportunity to prove themselves. You cannot approach each and every situation based on your old wounds. I'm not saying they didn't happen, they did. I repeat. But please do give yourself that opportunity, because at the end of the day, imagine now approaching each and every situation by your old wound. You're not going to be well. You're not going to be okay. You are deserving, guys. Please treat yourselves well. And whatever is in the past, let's try to move forward. It's not easy, but it is doable. Point number 3 is learning to communicate clearly and effectively. Communicate instead of accusing. We sometimes make the mistake of accusing instead of communicating clearly. You understand? It's all about you did 1, 2, 3, 4. Had it not been for you understand, we use a lot of you instead of using I. One of the best ways to stop allowing people to trigger you is by starting to use I in statements. I felt hurt when you did 1, 2, 3, 4. I felt invalidated when I tried to communicate 1, 2, 3, 4 and you responded by doing 1, 2, 3, 4. You understand? It's you taking the responsibility, making it about yourself, not about the next person. You know, taking ownership of your emotions, of your feelings. Take ownership of how you'd like things to be, instead of putting that responsibility onto the next person. Guys, that is very important. Let's learn to use I instead of you. Let's stop accusing other people and start communicating clearly and effectively. Pause before you respond. Try to process things before you respond. I know we sometimes get tempted to quickly respond. When somebody says something that triggers you, what to respond? You want to make your story heard. You want to make your point, across. I'm not going to let them win. Who do they think they are to say 1, 2, 3, 4 to me? Sometimes silence is the only answer that people need. Sorry. Choose your battles wisely. Not every comment deserves your response. Not every accusation needs you to defend yourself. No. Maturing has taught me that it's okay to allow people to make their own conclusions, especially if they don't want to see your point of view. You cannot be always on defense mode. Pick your battles wisely. Yes, be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. And yeah, it's okay to know what people say about you, but you don't really have to respond to everything. Just allow them to go on with their own narrative, whatever they believe. Understand that? But choose your battles wisely. Not every comment deserves your response. And it's very important for each and every one of us to do our healing work. Unfortunately, you will forever be triggered until you start healing yourself, doing the healing work. And until then, unfortunately, this is going to continue to be a vicious cycle. Triggered when every time we talk about something, make good makana. So until we heal our inner child, until we do the inner work, until we admit that we ourselves have a problem, then unfortunately, this is gonna be a vicious cycle. We're gonna continue getting hurt and we're gonna continue hating others. So it's very important for Lorna or heal, because sometimes it's not other people, but we are the problem. You need to sit down and reflect. Why do I do things the way that I do them? Could it be there's something that is hurting within? Could it be that I'm trying to hide something? And attend to that before it's too late. It's possible, guys. It is possible. It is possible. And lastly, compassion. Practice self-compassion. Healing is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. There are days where I sit and I'm like, sometimes sometimes what we now, something about where now I understanding. Confront people. Like, how could they? Who do they think they are? But healing has taught me that, mommy, sometimes you need to learn to be silent. Sometimes it's very important for you to be silent. Sometimes that's the answer that people need. You don't have to say anything. People know when they cross your boundaries. Like, they are aware of everything, but they still choose to do whatever. So when that happens, don't make it about yourself. Be quiet and just allow people to be. If you've made it to this far, please comment your experiences with being triggered. How do you handle it? How do you go about handling being triggered, especially by the people that you love? Do you cut them off? Do you shut down? Do you express your emotions? Do you communicate that your boundaries maybe were crossed? Like, what do you do? Please comment your experiences on the comment sections below. I would love to hear them. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Please learn to have compassion for yourself. And don't forget to like, share, and turn on the notification. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Until next time, bye-bye.